Good morning and welcome to Matters Financial and Geopolitical from a Frontier. Let me start with macro thoughts. I can safely say the no lobby is absolutely rammed. Prime Minister Theresa May is about to face another huge defeat. That was from an MP. And you can see from the photograph that she wasn't wrong in characterizing it as such, although it was a narrower defeat than the previous time. Therese Jen, who I follow on Twitter, tweeted this photograph. My friend captured this image of Theresa May at yesterday's Commonwealth service in Westminster Abbey. As she sits quietly waiting, it seems the toil and tribulations of a prime minister is deeply etched for all to see. And then I asked Therese, what was the actual service she read, and apparently it was Corinthians. The body does not consist of one member, but of many. If one member suffers, all suffer together with it. If one member is honoured, all rejoice together with it. Very John Donne. Prime Minister Theresa May's Brexit deal was rejected once again by Parliament, throwing the country deep into political crisis, raising the prospect that the divorce will be delayed or even reversed. However, the pound has actually been holding its own. And last time I checked, we'd popped over, let me check that, yes, 131.40 last. We got as low as 130.60 today. The implied probability of a no-deal Brexit is 20%, so still very subdued, but at this point nobody knows. I think that's what's keeping sterling bid. And then I couldn't resist this, dancer guard, Theresa May's distraction plan. You're going to have to click on the link, and it's Theresa May dancing in the House of Commons. That took me back to an article I wrote, Belle at the Ball, at the time when Theresa May was dancing around Africa last year. And I said, I remember a time when my then 11-year-old daughter Layla attended the school disco, and when I picked her up, her eyes glittered and she could scarcely stand still. I asked, darling, how was it? And she said, Daddy, I danced and I danced and I didn't stop. And I wanted to pick her up, spin her around, as Jean Rhys wrote in her novel, Wide Sargasso's Sea. Only the magic and the dream are true. All the rest's a lie. My mind looped back to my Layla that day because David Pilling of the Financial Times was asking me about what I thought of her dancing skills, and I was quite complimentary, whereas everybody else was very, very derogatory.